Yes, I think that's it now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good to go. Wonderful. Thanks, Grania. Good evening and welcome everybody to our weekly ANZ huddle. It's always great to see all these lovely faces on and possibly some newbies. If you're here for the first time, a big welcome to you. My name's Gillian Joyce and I'm from Yeppoon on the Capricorn Coast, and I'm one of the executive consultants with LifeVantage for 9.5 years now. So just almost coming up to 10 years next year, which is exciting. So we always love to kick off our week with our weekly wins, and sometimes it's a challenge. Thinking, what did I win at today? But it's a really important skill to focus on the wins in your life because it brings more of that into your life as well. So every day there are definitely things to be grateful for. I encourage all of you just to have a little bit of a reflection, take a moment, think back through your day, think back, what are the things that you have had come about that you feel are a win. And I'd love to invite anyone who'd like to unmute and share, yell us out, pop it in the chat if you're feeling a little bit shy, but please unmute if you have a win for this week. I'll
I
kick
can
things
share
off.
one.
Oh, yep, no, go for it.
Oh,
Lee,
sorry, Gillian.
go for it. Lee, I'd love to hear from you.
I was just going to say, it's funny how, when you're posting on social media, you can feel like it sometimes that you get crickets.
Yeah.
Well, last week I had a lady who she reached out and just basically just sort of said, I can't remember. She reacted to something that I'd put up in my stories. Anyway, I just said, how are you? Great to connect with you again. And she ended up reordering the dual synergizer, which she hasn't ordered for 18 months.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so good. And just, yeah, so I thought I'd just share that.
That's a really big win. And like I always say, even if people don't comment or interact, because sometimes when we do those curiosity posts, people get very quiet and you don't get much interaction on them. But it doesn't
Yeah.
mean people aren't watching.
Yes. And oh, actually, I must share another one. Actually,
Yeah,
I had
go for it.
another customer of mine last week who, um, she's been a customer of mine for a really long time down in Queenstown. She was actually a referral from somebody else, but anyway, she put up a post. And it was kind of a generic one, but it was sort of like, tell us how we met. And I was like, oh, do I, don't I? Because, some people obviously, want things to be a bit private. Anyway, I just put LV in the comments um, just subtly anyway, and her comment back was life changing.
Oh, I love
And
that.
I just, yeah, it really just reminded me, like, gave me goosebumps because she's
Yeah,
quite you don't necessarily, like I connect with her every month, but I don't know her well. So
yeah.
yeah, that definitely
Those
hit.
are definitely the
Yeah.
heart warmers, aren't they?
Oh,
It
yeah,
really sinks in why we're here and why we do what we do. I see
definitely.
Phil in the comments has commented that he's helped another person with some major skin issues, and that's awesome. Phil, I might even get you to share a little bit more about that when it's your turn to share this evening, if that's okay. We'd love to hear more. So that's awesome.
I have a win. I have
Yes,
a huge win. Can I
share
tell
it,
you,
Rania.
win, Fletch, that happened? So at 5 o'clock, our business has gone unconditional. So it is going to be sold on the 20th of November. So it kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and extensions, and it just went unconditional.
Oh, Grania,
But
that just
yeah,
my cheeks are already
I
hurting from the
know.
smile on my
It's
face.
so
I'm
good.
so pleased for both you and Fletch. Please
Yeah,
send my congratulations to Fletch as well. We're
I
so proud
will.
for you. That's a
Thanks, darling.
huge deal. That's amazing. Yay. Well, I've got to whisper my win of the week because my kids can't hear it. We just booked our flights to Queenstown. We're coming to New Zealand in January, and the kids don't know. Christmas is sorted. So, New Zealanders, I'm coming your way. So that's exciting. That's our win for this week. Awesome, guys. Yeah, as I said, there's always some positives. We've had some big wins tonight, really big wins. But even if it's little things like, I'm just super excited that we've got some rain finally. We had 42 mils last night, and the last couple of weeks we've finally got getting some rain. That's a win. There's lots of great things. So it's awesome. All right. Let's kick things off. So we're leaving a little bit more time this evening because last week we kicked off an incredible training with Phil. He was sharing with us some characteristics and personality traits. We got to cover the traits of a yellow and the traits of a blue and how to, I guess, find those people or identify those people. But I know there's so much more to this training. We don't want Phil to have to rush it because it's so fascinating, and I was already ticking boxes. Which is, very in line with my style when I was looking at these different characteristics. So, Phil, before you jump into your training, if you could also share a little bit more about the story that you had for this evening as well, we'd love that. But thank you for coming back for round 2 and, committing this time to share your knowledge with us. We are very grateful.
That's cool.
Even though we are a little bit jealous you're sitting in Bali right now.
It's also been really crazy, yeah. But I'll definitely do another session next week and possibly another one the after, because there's so much more to get from the colors. Now, for those of you who weren't in there last week, it's basically personality types. But if I had to show you what my phone looks like, everything is basically linked with colors, and my apps are all into colors. So for me, I don't understand words. Give me colors, I'm good. So that's how I organize it. That's why they understand the personalities in colors is just brilliant. But when with the skin, I've been working with clients. My main thing is working with people's skin issues. It's the way I'm moving towards my business now, because I used to have psoriasis, and I still got a small amount of vitiligo, which is basically loss of pigmentation on the skin. But yeah, so I'm doing a big focus there and working with some guys. And one guy had major chronic skin condition, eczema dermatitis, and obviously doing what I'm doing, but always putting their products as complementary, and it just works wonders. And I've always been a big fan of the Essentials pack or Essential Stack, always 1, 2, and ProBio. But that's where I am. And when you see someone with their skin change, when you see someone who's like 57 years old get emotional on the phone with you, you know why. We look funny on the outside, but still awesome on the inside. We just don't want to be seen like that. That's pretty much what it is. So yeah, I will jump into the training, and I'm mindful of time. I'm going to touch on, let me just go here, screen share, me and my fancy colors. So last week we spoke about the yellows and the blues. And basically, for those of you who weren't here, if you look at the top line, go open and self-contained, and then indirect and direct, it just basically finds your primary color. Now, I'm going to jump into talking today about the greens and the reds. Now, when we look at it, yeah, with the greens, I'm going to say this. I think, Gillian, I think you're a green. You're very systematic. Yeah, you go, see straight away. So when you're speaking to a green, you cannot be all excited and be like Carrie Dicker, oh, let's go all excited, do our thing, off we go. They just look at you and go, oh my gosh, this is too much. They'll hide away. So greens are like, the ones where we look at greens, and I'm going to show you how to recognize greens, methodical, systematic, everything has to be right. I'm not going to put my foot forward until everything's 100%. Then I'm going to do it. You basically you get in your own way. But when these greens get fired up, oh my gosh, they have got everything all in check, and they're brilliant. You are very, very slow to make any decision. You are so calculated. When you've got it right, you go, okay, now I find 99 things are right, but one thing's wrong. I'm still going to take my time. And while you're busy reading that, they're all, in Life Vantage, they want to look at the compensation, forwards, backwards, upside down, left, right, what have you, ask every person for information, and they'll still keep reading and reading and reading. Now, I'll share a story what happened with me. I had a lady who, I think she was the accountant off the top of my mind. And now with her, when I got to book a call with her, let's say it was Monday at 5 o'clock. So we chat, I'd go through the slides and share it with her. Now she's doesn't want to be in group situations, loves one-on-one, it's easier. And yeah, Gillian's nodding her head, she knows. And then basically what happened is like, yes, she wants to get started, but she goes, oh, hang on, Phil, I want some more information. So, okay, great. So what I said to her, how is it the same time next week? Listen to what I'm saying, because they want habits. Everything's got to be precise. Same time next week, Monday, will that work? Great. Same Zoom link, great. All the rest of it. And I said to her, what are you actually looking for to help you make a decision? She goes, Phil, I'm spending so much money on these other nutraceuticals. I said, okay, great. Why don't you do me a favor? Send them to me what you're taking, and send it to you how much they're costing you per month or whatever you're doing, and how much you're taking at a time. I put it in an Excel spreadsheet, yeah? So I put all the numbers together. I didn't email her. I waited. I got on a call the next week, chit-chatting. What's going on? What did you find? And she wants to do all the research. And it's like, great. Let me show you what I've done for you. And I showed this Excel spreadsheet. She goes, oh, that's great. So you can see what you're saving money, because NRF2 can do many of the other things, because I know Dr. Nancy, Dr. Nancy, you also get her last name. Anyway, you know she is. She is a biodiversity scientific person. She says titanium NRF2 does between 80 to 100 functions of supplements. So when I share that with her, she goes, oh, this is great. So off she goes and does the whole thing. And I showed her she was saving about, I'm going to say $200, because she's spending a lot of money on other things. And she was actually taking other companies' nutraceuticals and it's moved over to ours. But this is the second meeting. She goes, okay, I love the idea. Would you like to get started right now? Or, you know, what would you like to do? She goes, you know what, Phil, I will work it on my own. So, okay, great. But I'm sure you may have some questions throughout the week. Well, what if we do this? Let's put a meeting at the same time, Monday, 5 o'clock next week, because it's a habit she wants. And then we can chat about it. If there's anything that you might want to ask, we can answer that. Honestly, we have the fourth meeting. She still didn't sign up. Literally straight off that call, because I usually enroll people myself when I'm online with them. I do it all the time. It's easier, and show them how to do it. And then she signed up and done. She has been on that same stack, NRF1, NRF2, for nearly 2 years, has never changed it. They are difficult and challenging for people who aren't greens to get them started. But when they do, they're methodical, they'll stay there all the time. So they love their quiet time, they're loners, they're like, you know, task oriented. These are all the type of people that are there. Now, 35% of the population is that. Now, think about it. If you were here last week, I know Rachel was having a good laugh last time when I was chatting while doing my thing. If you are a blue and you are 15% of the population are blue, and if you're going to go run around and be all excitable like a crazy wild person, because that's your normal, to a green that's calm and chilled and laid back, you're not going to get to them. So you've got to potentially are losing 35% of the people in your audience will not get you because you're just too excitable for the greens. Make sense? The danger here with presentations of the greens, they wanted to give you all the science. Why aren't they buying it? It's logical. It's like, no, they're buying emotions. So you see the difference here. Greens are, there's not many people in network marketing. Realistically, there's about, most people in network marketing are yellows, interesting enough. So they're also 35%. How to recognize them? That's where you laugh. Office, there we go, done. I look at, I can see from behind you, everything needs clean. Pictures are lined up, they'll balance them, all the rest of it. Now, remember, we've all got some level of greediness. They're the type of person that'll have the best budget in the world. They shopping coupons, they'll drive 20 minutes further somewhere else to save themselves $5. Okay, this is where they are. They're accountants, engineers, bookkeepers, and they love the science. These can be a mix between like your chiropractors, naturopaths. They want the science. So this is a really good thing to really look at, because again, detailed emails, man, if you send an email that is so long to someone is like a red or a blue, they will not even read it. I'm that person. If it's longer than 5 lines, I'm falling asleep, not interested. So this is bearing in mind, when I said last week, I said, when you keep your contacts or your let's say your prospects, what do you call them, put a dot next to their name. Today, I'm going to go green. I'm going to speak to all the green people, because your brain's in speaking to greens. You're going to speak slower, be more methodical, and you're going to share things differently. Because you jump between speaking to a red and a green and yellow and a blue, it's like you have bipolar, because you don't know who to match yourself to. So it makes sense. I hope that gives you some insight. Be slow with these guys. When they get started, they're the best people to have in your business. They all have a place. Next week,
research for me, Phil. It took me 8 months to finally sign the line. And it was just this constant trickle of information coming through. I was able to organize it, get it right. Okay. Trust in this.
But then because someone who gave you the data and was patient with you, look where you are now. So if that person was a red and they're fired up and you go, oh, I'm out, look at the potential that we actually could lose in our business. Now, I don't know your rank, EC something or whatever it is.
EC1,
EC1. So that's a great person to have in your business, right?
Yeah.
So you see what I mean? If you are a fired up, crazy person that wants to get you in your business and you go, I'm out, you could potentially lose that, not just for the growth of you and their business, what have you, but the growth of you is helping other people.
Yeah.
So see how important this is. It's so important. So I'm glad you jumped in there. And they're the type of person they'll have all the money in the world, buy the most cheapest car because it's they want to save money. Now, next week, what I want to do, I want to talk about how to actually speak to the different colors. That there is very more beneficial than what I share today. So, and now I want to talk about the reds. Now, a red person in Life Vantage is Marcel Niederhauser, straight away. Business, business, business. If you're crying, hurry up, get over it, let's go. Now, if there's someone who is a green, for example, they think Marcel Niederhauser is, man, this guy's an arrogant individual, can't speak to him, he's so blah, 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 blah. It's not that he is that. It's a personality that you're getting stuck with. So if you can look at it like that, imagine if you could communicate to the red, and if you're a green, if you get that right, you got a beautiful person in your business. So I'm losing my voice again. Okay, so they're fast paced. Now I'm a red. I'm analytical to some degree, what have you. I'm decisive, but I can make mistakes. I can make a decision so fast, I can also mess it up. So and we can jump into things quickly and we jump out of things. We're very blunt to the point. It's like, yeah, and we think we're opinionated, but we're not. We don't like small talk. We talk too much, and sometimes we oversell things, for example. Yeah, Rachel's having a laugh over there. And we can offend people. Marcel, he can offend people straight away if you don't understand the guy's personality. So he comes very stoic as well. It says I don't like shopping. I think that's just men in general. Give them a list, buy the thing, and get out. You know, that's how we very much to the point. That's it. And there's this funny thing here. We drive fast, we eat fast, we sleep fast. We're very logical. So we make our decisions very quickly. But the funny thing is, yeah, we stick to the same food. I've got a friend of mine who has a cafe here. She knows, yeah, fully coming in. Yep, same thing. Yep, done. And one day she didn't have that. And okay, we changed the meal. I have the same thing until one day I get bored again. So, and that's why they say people are reds. They say we ADHD. No, we're just reds. There's nothing wrong with our brains. We just think differently. So, and again, when you look at it this year, 15% of people are here. Now, when you look at it here, how to recognize a red. Occupation, CEO, military, power-driven people. Get to the point, hurry up. So imagine if you are a green and say, hey, Phil, I'd love you to take a look at this business. It's such great science behind it. Man, you should spend ages researching it, just like I did. And when I made my decision, it took me about 6 or 7 months. I'll be looking at you going, yep, I think this woman's nuts. Doesn't resonate with me. And that's not because I'm offended at all. I just go, you're not talking to me in my language. It's like you're speaking English to me, but I'm actually Italian. It doesn't work. So again, they walk faster. You notice these type of people, their heads are more forward when they're walking. They're always thinking ahead of themselves, hence what it is. So they definitely have no family pictures in the house. Their desk will be nothing. It'll be about just business. It'll be one simple thing in the desk, a computer and a cup of coffee, and that's it. If there's too many things on the desk, they don't want to be there. They love to be in charge. You'll find people who are reds. They'll shake your hand and they'll twist your hand over. So they want to be the hand on top. It's a power trip. Again, this is what they are. My way or the highway, get out, move on. Okay. So these are reds. And again, 15% of people in the world are red. So we need them. But man, when you get red in your business, who would not want to have Marcel Niederhauser in the business? Like, hello. But you got to speak his language, right? So you see how important this is here. So that's really what I wanted to cover on the colors, because I want to be mindful of time and be respectful to everybody as well. And because last time I was running a bit over, but then I will touch on this, like last time I spoke about this inviting. One of the simplest things I've ever done with inviting. Now, changes to your colors. Go into ChatGPT. You want to do a post on anything? Today, I want to make a yellow post. The guy who did it, set up was Jerry Clark, Magic of Colors. Go to ChatGPT. Are you familiar with Jerry Clark, the Magic of Colors? Yes. Okay, great. I want to do 5 posts over the next 5 weeks, and I want to mix up the colors. I want red, blue, green, and whatever the other colors are. So then, because how many people who do posts on social media and they're super long? Oh, man, I'm red. I want to read that thing. Not interested. Yeah. So if you can mix it up, you now attracting a different audience. So inviting made simple. Screenshot this here. This is exactly what I used to do online. Hey, Mary, I know you'll be having some health challenges right now. What if I just share something with you that may complement what you're doing right now to get your health back on track? If you're keen to chat, let me know. Very simple. Mix up the colors. Now, if you don't know they've got health challenges, hey, maybe there might be someone in your family got some health challenges going on right now. Mix it up. And the reason why I use the word share, it's not like I want to send you something. Don't do that. Share is gentle. compliment is because if you come along and say, I've got the best whatever nutraceutical, and they go, if in their mind, they're thinking, number one, you don't have a white coat on, you're not a naturopath, you're not a health professional. And now you're telling me all that stuff my doctor gave me or whoever they're working with is nonsense. Straight away, they've got their back up. They don't want to talk to you. So you have to be very careful. That's why complimenting is just a really, really nice way to do it. And if you're keen to chat, let me know. And what I do, I actually send them a link to a book into my diary. It's so critical. You want to be a network marketing professional, not a vomiter. I think we should spend a bit of time talking about this inviting thing another time, but the same thing here when it comes to health professionals, same wording. It's exactly the same. Hey, Mary, I know you're helping many people get their health back on track, and you're changing people's lives, because most people get into that industry because they want to. What if I just say something with you that may complement with what you're doing right now, get their health back on track? You can even add on saying, because we need more people like you. That's straight away. That's why they do it. But at the same time, increase your bottom line, because most people in business to obviously help people. At the same time, we want to help make money. And that's generally what I used. And it's very simple. Mix it up. Put in a chat GPT, hey, take this here. How would I share this to a yellow or a green or a blue or red? You see how you can use your advantage. So don't just take what I tell you, just mix it up. If you're keen to chat, let me know. The inviting thing is actually quite clever what I do. And I think that was it. But oh yeah, this was something else in leverage income. But yeah, we can talk about this another time. But essentially, leverage income and linear income. I'm an ex-financial planner. Just think about that. Why am I doing this business? Because I'm working now and getting paid later. So essentially, if somebody was wanting to earn $500 a month out of this, and let's be honest, most families suffer because they don't have that, which is $6,000 a year, divided by 5% is $120,000. It's like you got $120,000 in the bank and you're earning pretty much 5% roughly. It's actually less than that, but you're getting pretty much $500 a month. You can do that in a year. You can do it in 6 months. Doesn't matter what it is. The point being, I haven't seen anybody save 120 grand in a year and they can make a amount of money if they get to work. That's why it's called network marketing. It's not called net sit on my ass and enroll one person and become a professional network marketer. Hence why that's what it is. So that's pretty what I wanted to share there. And I'll leave it at that because I don't want to be chasing you guys.
Oh, you nailed it, Phil. We've still got 5 minutes left, but that's okay. I would love to hear from the audience if, after hearing last week and this week, are you brave to share in the comments what your color is? I mean, I've got a few people that have said, I'm definitely a red, and I'll tell you that I'm, definitely a green. Phil picked it. And we got Phil as a red as well. So yeah, let me know what color are you if you want to pop it in the chat. And does this help? Does it help you to, I guess, understand other personality types? So I'd love to hear it. Let's check the comments.
And while you guys are doing that, you always have primary and a secondary color. That's always gonna be the case.
Yeah.
Someone says, oh, I'm all four. It's like, oh, you can't be all four. It's just never like that. But yeah.
There's definitely a dominant color because I said, when you were talking about the yellows and the blues, there were parts of, those that I thought, oh, you know what, I could definitely fall in there, but I'm definitely dominantly green. That's more, yeah. I'm not a red. Oh, I got another red. Thanks, Rachel. Yeah. Oh, everyone's a bit too shy to share, maybe. That's okay. Bridget, green. Yeah, Bridget, I knew you're a green as well. Granya's always telling us we're her greens.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a bit of yellow in there.
So while you're doing that, think about this. Like, imagine if I'm just going to, let's say, Bridget's green. Okay, let's just say Rachel. She's red. It's easier. Now, when you share stuff on social media, think of the other colors. Because if you're sharing stuff like, just get on and start because we Reds, we want to do that. Hurry up and get started. What's wrong with you? You don't see the common sense in it. That's what we think like, right? If you can post something in different colors, you'll start seeing you're attracting different people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you don't want to have reds in your business because you're a red. That's where you're comfortable. Perfectly fine. But think about this. If you have two greens sitting in a room together talking, they'll be talking science all day. I'm going to share with you guys next week how you can actually be that person who's green to talk to a red. It's brilliant. That's like getting your colors easy. It's how do you talk to other colors. That's a trick. So yeah.
Yeah, I love that tip. Yeah, go to ChatGPT and ask it to rejig something in a different color format. I am so guilty of wanting to give the whole lot of information because I just feel like if I can get all that information, people will finally go, aha. But there's obviously people out there that don't want to see the whole picture. They just need to hear that one key point and that's enough. And so, yeah, got to work on that for sure.
And there's another quick last thing I'll say is like, I do a lot of proposals for clients for what I do. I know what the color is. And I said to ChatGPT, can you do this proposal with someone that's more leaning towards red or more leaning towards yellow?
Yeah.
I find it helps so much more and they're more comfortable. You can't force someone who's a yellow to get started on anything. They just don't like it. Just by doing that, my business in all other areas has actually expanded. But then again, if you look at the colors, if you've got kids that are red and you're a green and they're always bumping heads with you, maybe because you need to learn the personality colors. You'll be surprised. Play around, the kids do this. It's really cool. Yeah, it helps
awesome.
everywhere.
Phil, do you have like a couple of key questions that you ask somebody when you first meet them to try and identify quickly what color they are? Because sometimes it, you know, like for me, I'm an analytical person. I can't pick somebody straight up from a quick conversation. So how do you identify people quickly? Do you have certain questions that you ask?
Finding their occupation, I think, is usually the quickest one.
Okay.
You know, what do you love doing? If someone might say, oh, you know, I would love to help more people. It's like, ding, is yellow. Or someone say, I want to be financially secure. Ding, they're red. So you can start doing that. Is it, you can ask you like, do you enjoy doing lots of things for fun or you want to make money? Where are you? So you can play around stuff like that there. But usually sometimes you can see what clothes they wear.
Yeah.
It's very different. People who are reds, they're more dressed more sharp and business-like. People who are yellows, they want to, I always say they're just corporate hippies and run around naked on our trees. But I mean, they always wear that soft, gentle clothing, right?
How does a green dress?
Green will be more like always got a pen in their pocket, you know, the typical accountant sort of thing like that there, sharp as well. So, but again,
Maybe
it's a general thing. Yeah,
pen in my handbag.
It's just general. That's the thing. I mean, generally speaking, we all actually know these colors, but we just need to how do you recognize them quickly? Like you should be able to walk into someone's office and know straight away who they are color-wise. And then you know how to speak to them, because imagine again, I'm red, yo, red, you know, Gillian, let's get started. We can do this thing here. And you go, oh my gosh, this guy's nuts. And the guy, Jerry Clark, and I actually, I've got some of his audios, and basically his brother was a salesperson in Nashua Copiers way back in the day. He taught him this. He became the top salesman in Nashua Copiers, the whole of the USA, because he understood the colors. Spend time. This is what I learned. And another thing you can learn from the guy's name is Alan Pease, I think his name is, How to for Body Language. Brilliant. Those are two things I learned. And I just basically mastered how to, you know, I don't have time, don't have money, and to speak to my partner. You can take those 3 objections as a tip and find 3 ways, or actually 1 way to answer in each of the colors as a start. Someone says, is there red? And you need to say, okay, and then you need to, you know, to answer it like that. You just have to master 12 different things. You get that right, your business can grow really quickly.
That's
but yeah,
super
we've got
cool.
1 minute to go. Hand it back to you.
Thanks so much, Phil. I really appreciate you coming back and sharing again. And we look forward to hearing more from you in the coming weeks as well. It is 6:30. Thank you so much, everybody, for jumping on. And just remember, this Thursday evening, we have our presentation this same time. Make sure you're getting some guests on. It's always a great opportunity for people to hear all the information, and they'll be hearing it from a green this week. So they're going to get all the details. Invite some greens. All right.
And you're joking there. Honestly, I do presentations, I go look for reds and invite them because it's short, sharp, to the point, right?
Yeah.
So that it's sorry to jump in. It's something that's so important when you do that. Yeah. So when you're looking for people to do presentations and you want to send it to Dondi, analytical, naturopaths, what have you, go find those people. And so think of each person as a green, red, or whatever, and then get them to that. And you'll find your turnover in your business will increase. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate it. That's very good too. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great evening.